So you'd be dealing with people. Target down.
Damn, I'm still cool as a cucumber. Those game faces on. Don't worry!
Namaste programs. What's going on? I've put the microphone closer to me and I'm testing that out. Hang on. Bear with me. I think it should be okay. It might need to go down just a little. What would be the best way of doing that actually? Maybe like that. All right. Can I put this on here myself? Where is it? Mic, monitor, only. Okay, testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Is it too loud? It did peak a bit there. Nah, that's fine. I think that's going to be fine. We'll test it out later. All right, cool. Beautiful. Let's go. It's bush trip time. Hang on a second. I feel like I'm a little bit... What on earth have I pressed on there? Webcam overlay. There we go. Yeah, up just a little bit. There we go. I felt like I was watching the VOD back from yesterday and I was literally just a pair of eyes looking over a wall. It's hilarious. Just a pair of eyes looking over a wall. It's hilarious. Yeah, I'm peaking. I'm peaking, so we need to fix that slightly. How would I do that? Let's go to Mic Yeti, filters. There should be a compressor. Testing 1 2 3. Sorry if this is a bit loud for you all. Testing 1 2 3. Testing, testing, testing. There we go. I can't peek now. Beautiful. Let's see. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing, testing, testing. There we go. I can't peek now. Beautiful. Let's see. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Yep. Cool. Sorry about that. Had to do it. Had to do it. Just wanted to try getting there because A, it's going to make me sit up straighter, and B, it should sound better with the microphone a bit closer. So here's what we're doing. It's bush trip time at last. CCM for what am I doing? I don't even need to go into this. It's all going to be here for me, ready to go. What are you? Please stop moving the things around while I'm trying to click on them. There we go. Newfoundland Passage. So let's write that down. Newfoundland. Newfoundland. Definitely how it's spelt. Passage bush trip. Leg 1. Today the Newfoundland bush trip begins. Huzzah. There we go. Huzzah. You have to read all this out. Alright, what else do we need to do? So, Port au Choix to St. John's. Gotcha. Okay, so that's one page there. Gotcha. Gotcha. Very good. Very nice. Let's start our recording. Have we got space? I should... Oh, I've got a shitload of space. There we go. I did some cleanup. Start recording. Testing 1 2 3. Oh, here's the problem. Stop recording. It's not going to have saved those settings I just did to the microphone. I'm going to have to close out OBS and reopen it quickly, unless I can... Sound inputs, microphone, filters. I know what I did, at -20, so there we go. That should be fine. Testing 1 2 3. Yeah, I think that should be fine. Good thing I checked that. Good thing I checked that. All right. Start recording. 3 2 1. Namaste programs. Welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator, and the Rove continues with a new bush trip. Finally, we've made it to the Newfoundland Passage bush trip, which is from Port au Choix to St. John's International. St. John's, somewhere on this same island, I imagine. Newfoundland, located in eastern Canada and part of the province of Newfoundland and Labrador, is a sparsely populated island of austere beauty. At just over 42,000 square miles in area, it is the fourth largest of Canada's islands, and the largest of its islands outside of those of its high Arctic, Baffin, Victoria, and Ellesmere. Populated by less than a half million and experiencing a subarctic climate where North Atlantic storms lash it, relatively few travel to Newfoundland. Those who do venture to the area are treated to spectacular vistas of coastline, interior mountains, lakes, rivers, sweeps of tundra, and the colourful, historically evocative architecture of its few settlements. This bush trip visits all of the best that Newfoundland has to offer, beginning at the small Port au Choix airport located on the island's northwest. The journey then weaves a course through a medley of the island's geography to the Avalon Peninsula, ending at Newfoundland's most populous city, St. John, the capital of Newfoundland and Labrador. 716 kilometers, 2 hours 22, 6 legs. Leg 1 starts today, Port au Choix to Deer Lake. Let's go! Alright, so we need to put Deer Lake... Don't know what it's going to be called in terms of airport code. We shall figure that out once we load it up. Meatbag can have some coffee. I'll allow it. All right, so we're going... Oh, look at that. I didn't realize I thought the island was just sort of that bit on the left there. It's all the way over to there. going to be an issue getting to the next bush trip because it's starting in, yeah, northeastern USA. My cords are all tangled up. There we go. Here we go. We're in a Textron, a Beechcraft Bonanza. Nice. Put the handbrakes on before it falls off. There we go. Anything we need to do here? The purple arrow should be fine. We can figure out how to put that back on if it messes up later on in the trip. As it always does, of course. We need a little plane for the stream. For the full thing. There we go. It needs to get loaded there. Port au Choix, satellite, nice. There we go. We should be pretty much good to Joe then. Alright, which means get some music going. Hang on, we'll get our navlog a little bit bigger. Bro, okay. There is a essay on my screen for the navlog right now. We'll be reading that out in a second. Alright, let's start our clock. We're good to go. Let's get this bush trip on the go. On its way. On its furthest, on its, you know, words and stuff like that. What do we want? We want 218 for 10 minutes, 58 seconds. Anyway, the bush trip has put us back in probably spring or something. Oh, actually, we were already spring, right? Maybe middle of summer. Don't know. It's 9:01 a.m. local time for this bush trip. Get our flaps up and let's go. I know, don't sink. I'm not sinking. You're sinking. Portland Creek. After lifting off... Why is the trim so violent? After lifting off from Port au Choix Airport, turn to the south-southwest, across Igornachua Bay, there you go, and begin following the coastline and Newfoundland and Labrador Route 430. The route parallels the coast along this part of Newfoundland, which is called the Great Northern Peninsula. The Great Northern Peninsula is the longest and largest by area peninsula on the island of Newfoundland. Hang on, let's level off a bit. Or at least try to, before we... It's a wall of text here, let me tell you. Largest by area peninsula in the island of Newfoundland. It is bounded on the west by the Gulf of St. Lawrence and on the east by the Labrador Sea of the North Atlantic Ocean. Port au Choix is rooted in Basque maritime heritage. Its name is Basque for Little Port. The town and surrounding area is one of Canada's most important from an archaeological standpoint, as a number of finds revealed some of North America's earliest inhabitants, leaving Port au Choix, passed by Hawke's Bay, then Little Brook Pond, followed by River of Ponds Lake, the lakes all nestled against the rugged coastline. After River of Ponds Lake, sight Inner Pond, and then the small settlement of Portland Creek. Okay, we've just got... There we are. Our instructions have been put on 15 stone tablets and sent to us by carrier pigeon. What the hell? That's a lot of instructions right there. So I hope you got all that. There will be a test. Let's try minus 1% trim for now. This isn't a plane that looks like it's going to, well, even more. Let's go... Well, we'll start with -2. We're above Spirity Cove. Was that mentioned? Don't think so. Not mentioned at all. Anyway, we've got 11 minutes to go. All of that stuff that could have been their own little waypoints? No, we're just going to dump an A4 page of text on us. Good work, bush trip designer. No, I'm just kidding. I love your work. I really do. I love these bush trips. Janky instructions and all. Do-do-do-do-do-do. We're still climbing. Let's try -5%. There we go. Ah, that was mentioned. River of Ponds is just coming up. Okay, yeah. So we've just gone over Hawke's Bay, yep. Then Little Brook Pond must have been what's just below us now. And then River of Ponds Lake just in front of us. That must be it on the left there. River of Ponds. This little town below us is River of Ponds. Beautiful. Lovely day. Beautiful day. Beautiful day for everything. No, I'm going to go back to 5%. That seemed to be the magic number. Yeah, River of Ponds Lake. That's a classic. That's got 3 different bodies of water in its name. It's the River of Ponds. The Lake of the River of Ponds. And if, you know, if there was an outlet, it could be the River of Ponds Lake Bay. They're just not thinking far enough. Da da na na. Beautiful looking island. A few little hills off in the distance. Obviously coming here was live weather, so this was all stormy and snowy and rainy and sleety. Our arrival to Port au Choix on yesterday's video was hairy to say the least. Pretty much 30 knot crosswind. Tried to land it. Succeeded. Didn't actually have so much trouble, but it was looking dodgy there for a second, that's for sure. Alright, we've done 6 minutes. Halfway there, basically. The Serenity. So, yeah, you can see it. There's a road along the coast. That's the 430 that was promised us by the wall of text. Is it using like Canadian numbering, or is there 430 highways on this island? Or does it mean something? Where do, you know, there must be some kind of standard numbering system, but I don't think there is. You'd think everyone would, you know, all around the world would say, okay, if it's, I don't know, if it ends with a 0, it's near a city or something. I don't know. Surely you could use the numbers for information. Maybe you can in some places. Just numbering them, this is the 430th road we invented, is cool and all, but you could be using more information. Portland Creek we're heading to. We've got a little town called Bellburns just over on the right there. Bellburns. Just off the right wing. Tiny little town. Extremely tiny. Wasn't mentioned on the wall of text. We did River of Ponds Lake. After River of Ponds Lake site Inner Pond and the small settlement of Port Creek. So, I don't know, is this Inner Pond up ahead? It does say, well, it doesn't say it's small, so I'm going to assume it is. I'm going to make that assumption. . How are we looking? 9 minutes. So in the next couple of minutes, we would hope to have found Portland Creek. One can only hope and dream of such a thing. Down. Down, 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 down. We've got Daniels Harbour is the town on the peninsula there. Just under the wing now. But I don't see no stinking Portland Creek. Well, not yet anyway. I think this must be in a pond. Can't see that yet on my Google map. If you're watching the VOD, well, if you're watching the video of the bush trip, there is a VOD of this live streamed in the description below that has my little virtual face and also a little map that follows along. The Google map. So if you're wondering what I'm talking about when I say that, and you think that might be more interesting, check out the VOD below. End plug. Alright, we've just ticked over 10 minutes 30, but it's going to be a bit longer for the first leg. We've got to, there's taking off time. I mean, technically you're meant to take off, zoom around, wait till you know, get the right direction over the runway, then start your clock at full speed. But do I do that? No. Would I do that? No. What a waste of time. It just means the clock might be a little bit wrong. Plus I go faster than I'm supposed to, I think. Probably meant to be about 165 cruise speed, but I'm doing a little bit more than that. Hey, look, here's Portland Creek on the map. It's kind of over there somewhere. Over there on the coast. As you'd expect, I suppose. Portland Creek, if that is your real name. Yeah, so we're 11.5 minutes. Yes, we've moved on. The Purple Arrow is happy for us to go. 222 now. Not much of a turn. And another wall of text. We want to reset our clock for 7 minutes 5 seconds. St. Paul's. Isn't that where we're heading at the end? Oh, no, it was St. John's, wasn't it? Continue following the coastline to the south-southwest and Route 430, which parallels it. The highway is officially called the Great Northern Peninsula Highway in this part of Newfoundland. It is also called the Viking Trail, as the only verifiable Viking settlement in North America is located at L'Anse-aux-Meadows, at the northern tip of the Great Northern Peninsula. Gain a visual on Parsons Pond River, then Cowhead Peninsula. St. Paul's, a small fishing village, lies on the south end of St. Paul's Bay, just south of Cowhead Peninsula. Look at these purple, pink things going on down here. What's going on? There's been some bloodletting. This is where the Vikings killed everyone. There you go, Vikings. Up here somewhere. I'm pretty sure they've proven now that they made it to North America too, right? Like the mainland. I feel like I've seen something about that. Then again, I saw something that suggested there were Egyptian boats, in some chasm in Ohio or something, which, okay. I don't doubt it. You know, the Egyptians had boats. They were able to circumnavigate the world. We just don't have much evidence for it. And to suggest that Columbus was the first person to find... I mean, he didn't even set foot on the mainland of North or South America. I don't think he ever made it past one of the islands in the Caribbean. And of course, you know, the Native Americans came from somewhere. They didn't evolve in North America. They came from Africa originally. Oh, here's Parsons Pond. That was mentioned, wasn't it? Parsons Pond River. Okay. Well, Parsons Pond's just ahead of us. It's this lake-ish thing next to us. Am I peaking again? Oh, I am a little bit, aren't I? I'll have to check that in the VOD later. My apologies for the video if you are hearing me peak. I have readjusted my microphone to be a bit closer. Just to see how that goes. But it's possible I'm peaking a bit. I apologize. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Alright, 3 minutes of 7 minutes. We've just passed Parsons Pond. We're going over 3 Mile Rock. See what we can see. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Alright, plane wants to fly away. Can't put the autopilot on. That would be cheating. Wow, I could put it on just for the scenic view, I guess. That wouldn't be too much cheating, would it? Now, would it? Da 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 da. What are we looking for? Cowhead Peninsula. Oh, well, yeah, look, town in front of us, Cowhead. So this on the right must be Cowhead Peninsula. It is the Sula of the Penin. We worship it daily. Along with the cow's head. Does it look like a cow's head? No. Although it does look like it might have been sort of cut up a bit by human, you know, there's a little bit of a windbreak, not a windbreak, a sea break there in that bay over on Cow's Head. So perhaps they cut into the Cow's Head. The violent fools, the damn fools, the foolish fools. Alright, what are we looking at? 5:26, another minute and a half. And then where are we going? 2:12, gotcha. So it looks like we're probably just high enough if we're, you know, making a beeline for these hills, these mountains. St. Paul's, there it is, right in front of us at the other side of this, well, land bridge thing going on. And actual bridge. There we go, underneath us now. St. Paul's, welcome. So yeah, if I didn't have the purple arrow, I would probably be turning just about now. A minute early, though. We're turning a minute early. Fair enough, that's how fast we're going. Alright, 212 for 5:44. Rocky Harbour. From St. Paul's, continue following the Viking Trail and pass over 2 Mile Pond. So many ponds. Just south of St. Paul's. Then pass just to the west of Western Brook Pond. In the distance, south of a number of ponds of various sizes, sight Rocky Harbour and the town of the same name. God dang. The town of the same name. You've got to be kidding me. Da-da-da-da-da-ba-da-da-bow. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Rocky. Dr. Scott. Brad. Janet. Rocky. What are you doing? 1 2 1 2 2 1 2. Yeah, I can do that. I can look at that bay there, or lake, or whatever, with its sheer cliff walls. Beautiful. Planet Earth, man. We should take care of this planet. It's a good one. It may be the best planet there is for human life. I mean, you know, it's not like we evolved here. Am I high enough? Am I high enough? Are we just going to plow straight into this mountain for the hell of it? No worry. Autopilot's not on. I've got control here. I am the cat pain now. Anything on this hill? Human made? No, nothing? Just no trails, no lookouts, no little shacks, no little hunting lodges? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Let's see. We've got another, well, 2-3 minutes to go. I love how it says a number of other ponds of various sizes. Look, there's just too many ponds to discuss. Who's calling them ponds as well? A pond is like a tiny lake in a park for me. Anyway, ponds. They want to call themselves ponds or be called ponds? Who am I to tell them no? Who am I to tell them to piss off and no ponds? Nobody. Nobody. Mm-hmm. 4 minutes on the clock of 5:44. Probably more likely going to be 5 or so. I'm guessing that's Rocky Harbour over there with its cliffs and its natural splendor. There it is actually. The name of the town is Rocky Harbour. Over to the right there actually, just above the right wing, according to the Google map. There we go. 5 on the dot exactly. Alright, and just to make things even more, we've got a wall of text. Just as surprising. We want 156 for 1026. Reset our clock. Dear Lake. Dear Lake, I would like to write to you. to express my deep and utter satisfaction at how lovely you are. Lol. Continue to track the Viking Trail, which from Rocky Harbour heads to the southeast at the base of the Great Northern Peninsula. Fly over the northern shore of East Arm of Bon Bay, then sight Bon Bay Big Pond, a large complex-shaped lake which is skirted by the Viking Trail on its northern edge. Gain a visual on the town of Deer Lake. Deer Lake Airport lies just to the northeast of the town. Wow. Wow. Excitement. Adventure. Yeah, another 10-minute, well, nearly 11-minute leg. Segment, whatever you call it. Now. Very beautiful, isn't it? It's just... wow. Wow. And the description at the beginning said that Newfoundland is sparsely inhabited because of nasty storms. We saw that yesterday. 45 knot winds up here. Crazy. Absolute madness. But fun. Oh, little judder there, whatever you call it, stutter. Come on, you can do it, Flight Sim. You can do it. I believe in you. What do you know? More than half believe here in the Great Northern Marine Bon Bay. Is this Bon Bay? Don't know. Oh, it's East. Oh, I see that. There you go. East Arm. It's just called East Arm on the Googles, but that must be Bon Bay then. And then somewhere here is Bon Bay Lake. We've got Stanleyville and Lomond over on the right there. Can't quite see them. They're probably just off our screen now. Stanleyville. What was that game? The Stanley Battle Bowl. Down at now. Do like these wilderness bush trips. Just, you know, off the beaten track. I mean, not that we haven't gone off the beaten track a bit on the Rove. We've done some very remote wilderness places, especially up in Canada recently, and back in Russia. God, back when there was places I had to fly an hour and a half just to find another airport, when I only really want to do half an hour on the Rove for maximum excitement or something. I don't know what the maximum whatever. Just like half an hour. It's good enough. It's a good time. The short version looks pretty good. Not too fast, not too slow. Here we go, more stutters. What are you doing? What's wrong? Alright, it's just having issues, I guess. It's on strike. It doesn't want to raise the retirement age to 64. I'm burning everything down here in France. And the plane's on strike as well. The virtual plane flying in virtual Canada is on strike. Virtually. Right, little town just to the left there. Willondale? Wiltondale? Something Dale. Little town, I'm sorry. I don't know. Can't read it. and now the plane on the map is above it, and I can't read it because the plane's in the road. I'm sorry, I think it's Wiltondale. We've done 5 minutes of 10.5, so this is not where we're headed, although this is some kind of bay. Oh, this is Bond Bay Pond that we were mentioning earlier. Wow, Bond Bay was back there. Anyway, here we are. Bond Bay Pond, as promised. Bond Bay Pond Town, just to well, just at the end of that bay there, that bit of water, and then we're gonna fly over Jack Ladder. You know, it said that it was sparsely populated, but this is quite a lot of little towns, little villages, sure, but more than we're having over north of the mainland. Well, maybe not more, but here we go. There we go. Below us, Jack Ladder. Hello, Jack Ladder. What a strange name you have. I love you. Alright, 6:40 done. Another 4 or so minutes. We should be able to see Deer Lake by now. That must be it over there. Although there's a lake on the right and a lake in front of us. Which one will it be? And the airport is northeast of the town of Deer Lake. Why had I frozen there? Okay. Maybe it's my computer going on strike. Alright, well, we're back. We're back apparently. Struggling apparently, and struggling with all of this 3D photogrammetry and huge cityscape it has to load in. Alright, we've got a confluence of roads just ahead. We're still following the 430 basically. We're in a little town here called Cormac. Actually, it just looks like it's a farm called Cormac. Another road. The 422 and the 430 are joining up here somewhere. Just over there to the right, where that quarry is, or whatever's going on over there. Now the airport should be fairly obvious because it's a long, giant concrete runway. And I'm thinking that's it right in front of us now, surely. The town, so it must, Deer Lake must be the one on the right. And yeah, I don't feel like there's much wind to be spoken of, so I guess we'll just land this way. Try to figure out how this plane lands. That's definitely the runway there, right? Can't quite see the runway, but it looks very much like an airport. So I'm just going to assume it is. Let's slow it down. Let's trim it back to I don't know what for this plane. We'll try 6%. We're above Reedville, which is not Deer Lake. Gears down, flaps down. Let's try and find El Airportondo, as it's known around here. There it is. There are lights on this side. I haven't been able to prove that it tells you which runway to land on by the lights flashing, because it has not, well, it just hasn't happened for us. When I was doing, yes, there were a couple of airports, there were flashing runway lights that sort of suggested this is where to land. Maybe it was only after I talked to ATC, I don't know. We can't talk to ATC in the bush trip, so I guess technically we're meant to fly low, see if we can get an eye on the windsock, which is also apparently always hard to find. They're on different spots constantly in this simulation. Whereas I feel like in real life the windsock is meant to always be roughly in the same spot at each airport, but I don't know, why would I mean, surely you should do that. You should always know that the windsock is like there. That's where the windsock should be. Just next to the runway, right at the beginning of it, and one on the other end. I don't know why there's two windsocks, but there is. Looks like we're actually landing the right direction. Oh, a bit heavy, but we're okay, we're okay. Welcome to Deer Lake. Hold on for dear life. Get our brakes on. Hope it simulates. Hope it registers. There we go. There's the word I'm looking for. There we go. Leg one of the, what is it? Newfoundland Passage bush trip in the bag. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching. Thank you for existing. Au revoir. Goodbye. Done. 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 That's number one done. We'll probably do a second one today, but I'm going to do all the editing of the first one first, just in case of issues, you know? Nah, I mean? Nah, I mean? So we can get rid of that. Close that for now. What happened? Oh, I thought Flight Simulator had crashed. Alright, we should be able to... Alright, let's get out of this now. Back to main menu. Yes. Yes. And we can stop our recording then. Beautiful. Yes. And let it start remuxing. Yes. And let it start remuxing. Just concerned I'm peaking. It's hard to tell. It really is. Alright, the remuxing has begun. Let us start Premiere as well. Really put the computer through its paces. Right, well I found where that mosquito that was earlier. It's in the bottom of my glass here. Brilliant. I'll be right back. I need a new glass. While this is all remuxing. Hang on, let's I'll tell you what, let's take a break while all this is loading. And I'll be back in 3 to 5 minutes. Okay, we back. Let's get this editing done. I've got a bit to do today because it's the first of the bush trip. 18 that. Alright, hang on. I've got to try something with this mic, so I'm going to be muted for a sec. Testing. Are we back? We back. Somehow unplugged it as well. That's better. I think that's better, and that should help with the peaking as well. Let me just double check. Testing 1, 2, 3. Alright, cool. Alright, cool. More PX. More audio PX. Oh, wait, I fucked up. I done fucked up. I need the... Alright, hang on. Let's just go backwards. And need to get rid of that one. And that one. Which one's the... Let's just start again. Ah, the cord is now in the road. That's fantastic. Hang on a second. Yeah, make changes, more shit breaks, you know? You know how it is, I'm sure. Not sure that's a great solution, but we shall see. We shall see. Alright. Figure out which one's which. It was this one and that one I need to get rid of. So that should be microphone, game, music. These two need to be 18. 18, I tell ya. 81. 118. Alright, sort of okay. I think I'm going to go back to how I had the mic before because frankly, it's not that much of an improvement. I'm going to do that. You know, be right back. Okay, have I unplugged it again? I haven't, but you should still be able to hear me, but now we need to go back to fixing the filter compressor, go back to -18. There we go. There we go, and then also we need to do this, I think it was 3 or something. Something like that. How's that? Testing 1, 2, 3, testing 1, 2, 3. Hang on, it's still not great. There we go. Testing 1, 2, 3, testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3, testing 1, 2, 3. Good enough. Good enough. Now we have to change it on the other OBS. Hang on, let's start this. Compressor. Butane. Done. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Yeah, all right. Okay. Back to the way we were. Just can't get the microphone any closer without causing cords to be in bad spots and things. It's the way it's got to be, little darling. Alright, let's see here. 3, 2, 1. Wow. Namaste programs, welcome back to Microsoft. So it's ended up being much softer? Did I not even do this? Did I do minus 18 or something? Minus 2. Must be because I was too loud. Wow, I've wrecked everything. I've wrecked it all. It's all wrecked. Consider it wrecked. 100% broken. Yeah, just, you know, I can never leave well enough alone, can I? Bum, 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 ba-da-dum-ba-dum. Yeah, didn't make a rat's ass of a difference. So let's just pause everything. Namaste programs, welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator, and the Rove continues with a new bush trip. Finally, we've made it to the Newfoundland Passage bush trip, which is from Porto Choix to St. John. To St. John's International St. John's, somewhere on this same island, I imagine. Newfoundland I imagine. Newfoundland, located in eastern Canada and part of the province of Newfoundland and Labrador, is a sparsely populated island of austere beauty. At just over 42,000 square miles in area, it is the 4th largest of Canada's islands, and the largest of its islands outside of those of its high Arctic. Baffin, Victoria, and Ellesmere. Populated by less than half. That's where I fucked up. Populated by less than 500,000 and experiencing a subarctic climate where North Atlantic storms lash it, relatively few travel to Newfoundland. Those who do venture to the area are treated to spectacular vistas of coastline, interior mountains, lakes, rivers, sweeps of tundra, and the colourful, historically evocative architecture of its few settlements. Evocative? Oh, how evocative, I tell you. It's outrageous. Where does that start? Alright, hang on. Alright, let's get shit done. This needs to come over here. And it needs to end up in the middle, which is, what are we? 19, so 9, what is it? 960? 1080? 540? 980. 19, it's 19... Jesus Christ, it's 1920 here. Yeah. 960. But 540. Nice. Bush trip, which is from Porto Choix to St. John's International St. And we need to do that. And this one we need to... Let's see, what do we need? We need a Carope. This one we need a Blur. This one we need to go Yate. I'll probably do it, really. Okay. Come on, Premiere, don't fail me now. Get that there. Come on, here we go. Here we go. Get that there. And yeet. Architecture of its few settlements. I can't see because it's the same color as below. Need to get this on, this Gaussian blur. Grr. Not bad, a good size. Right, where did we end that stuff? It goes to there. Hang on, let's just get rid of all of that. We don't need it. And we're gonna have to get rid of all of that. We don't need it. Then we can just... No, hello, here we go. Should just be able to do that.
John, somewhere on this same island, I imagine. Newfoundland, located in eastern Canada and part of the province of Newfoundland and Labrador, is a sparsely populated island of austere beauty. At just over 42,000 square miles in area, it is the fourth largest of Canada's islands, and the largest of its islands outside of those of its high Arctic, of Baffin, Victoria, and Ellesmere. Populated by less than 500,000 and experiencing a subarctic climate where North Atlantic storms lash it, relatively few travel to Newfoundland. Those who do venture to the area are treated to spectacular vistas of coastline, interior mountains, lakes, rivers, sweeps of tundra, and the colourful, historically evocative architecture of its few settlements.
Done. Done like a roast dinner.
This bush trip visits all of the best that Newfoundland has to offer, beginning at the small Port au Choix airport located on the island's northwest. The journey then weaves a course through a medley of the island's geography to the Avalon Peninsula, ending at Newfoundland's most populous city, St. John, the capital of Newfoundland and Labrador.
And the Labrador.
716.
Right. Let's that for a second. We should be able to copy that. Wait, no, what we should be able to do is do that. Then copy that, and then paste the attributes, and the ditto here. Paste attributes, gotcha. And we can do more grouping. Left and right looks okay. Okay, it's auto-saving, bear with me. Hold. Hold. There we go, then that can go there, and then this can go there, and I'm okay with that. That's not too bad, not too bad at all. Get rid of that, get rid of that, drag that. Come on, Premiere.
This bush trip visits all of the best that Newfoundland has to offer, beginning at the small Port au Choix airport located on the island's northwest. The journey then weaves a course through a medley of the island's geography to the Avalon Peninsula, ending at Newfoundland's most populous city, St. John, the capital of Newfoundland and Labrador. 716 kilometers, 2 hours 22, 6 legs.
Boom. Let's see. Gonna have to do that. And copy. Paste. Don't know if this one's going to be useful, but we'll do it anyway. Because what we need to do now is move that up like so. Then, which way? This way. There we go. Flight duration. Number of legs. Number of legs. Top. Come on. Come on. Why is this such a pain? Probably there's a better way of doing this. Adobe. It's not too bad, I guess. else.
And Labrador, 716 kilometers, 2 hours 22, 6 legs. Leg 1 starts today, Port au Choix to Deer Lake. Let's go.
Beautiful. Alright. Done. Then we need a bit of music over here. Oh, it does go that way. Nice. See how it goes. Let's just see how it is.
Namaste programs, welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator, and the Rove continues with a new bush trip. Finally, we've made it to the Newfoundland Passage bush trip, which is from Port au Choix to St. John's International. St. John's, somewhere on this same island, I imagine. Newfoundland located.
Oh, that was wrong. That was incorrect. That needed to go there. I put it on the wrong thing. Oops. Oops. Oopsie. My bad. Can we do that? Will that do the trick?
Au Choix to St. John's International. St. John's, somewhere on this same island, I imagine. Newfoundland, located in eastern Canada and part of the province of Newfoundland and Labrador, is a sparsely populated island of austere beauty. At just over 42,000 square miles in area, it is the 4th largest of Canada's islands, and the largest of its islands outside of those of its high Arctic, Baffin, Victoria and Ellesmere. Populated by less than 500,000 and experiencing a subarctic climate where North Atlantic storms lash it, relatively few travel to Newfoundland. Those who do venture to the area are treated to spectacular vistas of coastline, interior mountains, lakes, rivers, sweeps of tundra, and the colourful, historically evocative architecture of its few settlements. This bush trip visits all of the best that Newfoundland has to offer, beginning at the small Port au Choix airport located on the island's northwest. The journey then weaves a course through a medley of the island's geography to the Avalon Peninsula, ending at Newfoundland's most populous city, St. John, the capital of Newfoundland and Labrador. 716 kilometers, 2 hours 22, 6 legs. Leg 1 starts today, Port au Choix to Deer Lake. Let's go.
Alright, not bad, good size. For now. For now. Fix something over here. Let's put the music back on. Alright, figure out where we took off and everything. Come on, Premiere. Come to the party, please. There we go. Right, so we started the music there. This must be...
Right, let's start up.
Perfect. We want that. Get rid of that. The music will start. That's not what I wanted it to do. There we go.
Starts today, Port au Choix to Deer Lake. Let's go. All right, let's start our clock. We're good to go. Let's get this bush trip on the go, on its way, on its furthest, on its, you know, words and stuff like that.
All right. Anything else I need to do to this then? I don't have to find where I started talking because I talk all the way through the bush trips. All the way through.
Get our brakes on. Hope it simulates. Hope it registers. There we go. There's the word I'm looking for. There we go. Leg 1 of the, what is it, Newfoundland Passage bush trip in the bag. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching. Thank you for existing. Au revoir, goodbye.
Done. Get rid of that. We also get rid of that. Right, where's our stuffs? We need our stuffs. There we go. That stuffs goes there. That stuff goes there. This stuff goes here. Like so. That default transition, default transition, a default transition, a default transition. How much? Transition, that is a default. It is not default of this thing. It is default of everybody.
Simulate. Hope it registers. There we go. There's the word I'm looking for. There we go. Leg one of the, what is it? Newfoundland Passage bush trip in the bag. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching. Thank you for existing. Au revoir. Goodbye.
Lovely. Very lovely. I'll take the ripest for 12. Thank you, Alex. Miss Moneypenny. Okay. Done? Question mark? I think so. I think so. Alright. Let's get on to our shorts. What number did we put? 1900. 1900. 1900. There we go, taken off there. 1900. Over the lake here. That'll do. That'll do. That will do. 503. And then we landed. Boom. Bam, 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 bam. Right, I made this one a bit smaller because it was so long, and now we're at Deer Lake. We probably don't need to have it this small. Back up a bit, that'll do. That'll do. Doesn't really matter, because nothing really matters. Back to that song. We need our zoom. Speed of 30 seconds. And gotta get rid of the giant things in the sky. Everything's locked. Yep. Get rid of that junk. Oh. I don't think we looked in the cockpit at all. Only time we changed camera angles was... Oh, well, there'll be a bit of that. So once we change camera angles, I'll need to fix that up a bit. Because there's probably a couple of dodgy frames in all of that. Like that one. Get rid of it. Keep that one. Briefly, boom. That'll do. What happened there? Oh. It's fine, man. It's fine. Don't panic. It's fine. My bad. My bad. Let's nest it first. Beautiful. Consider it nested. Good enough. Good enough. Let's do our thumbnail. Leave it on a frame that has text on it so that it hopefully doesn't mess up. Open Photoshop. The shop of photos. Any sentry now. Any sentry. Yay. You did it. You did it, Photoshop. You are the best. Five or three. 5 of the O3s. Yeah, not that one. Makes it look like it was photographed in the 60s. Let's see how you do today. Well, do it perfectly, why don't you? You scum. Oh wait, it's got it. Maybe not. Maybe not. Let's see how that looks. That's fine. It's fine. You can't really tell that it's picked up part of an island. Not bright enough. Come on, let's go. Curves. Get in the curves. There we go. Nice bright plane. Yeah, we love that. We love that so much. Save as. Rove 503 thumbnail. Export as JPEG. Yeah, right. Why would I want it to be in the spot that I want it to be? Nice. I think we're done. I think we're done. Let's export and take a break while it's exporting. See you in a few.
Alright, problems. It's been on 65% for a long time now. So apparently it's crashed. What we're going to do is we're going to export the short. Hope that that works. Could be blocking it. And yeah, get the short uploaded because it's meant to be uploaded at 3 o'clock and it's 7 minutes to 3. 5:03. Let's just do that. I'll be right back. Excellent. That actually worked, thank Christ. Alright, let's get the short uploaded. Make sure it's okay first. Good enough, good enough. Alright, let's get that uploaded. Actually, let's reboot Premiere and see if it wants to get stuck again while we're uploading.
Short. Short. Might as well do it right now. I'm not going to schedule it for 2 minutes. That would be ridiculous, wouldn't it? God. God. Well, we wait for that to load. That's all over the place now. Fortunately, I don't care. It is what it is. Well, today's short, done. What are you doing, TikTok? Jesus Christ, no wonder you're gonna get banned. Has this even opened yet? It has. What's so difficult about this? Why is this one being a pest? Will I just do it later? Question mark. Just do it later and record the next one. No, I think I need to try it now. Even though that'll take a while. Let's try again. If it gets stuck at 65% again, so I think it'll get to 65% pretty quickly. Then we'll stop and I'll just do it after stream. Ba-ba-ba-da-bum. What's so difficult, Premier? What's so difficult? All right, we're at 64 again. I think we can safely say it's broken. So let's just record our second one, and I will do this after stream. Or should we just skip doing second one? No, let's do a second one. Let's do a second one. Let's get it done. Let's get Photoshop Flight Simulator back up. Get it done, you know? Get it done. Go in. Da-na-na-na.
loading, chat. It's loading. Well, it's thinking of loading anyway. It's pondering, thinking about, wondering about whether maybe it's time to maybe also think about apps loading. There it is. There it is. Down, 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 down. Now. Now. Where's my controller? There it is. There it is. Oh, bow with the choco bow. Why's my stream so far behind? Dude. Alright. Albeit, Jedi. Yeah, ba da ba. Ba da ba da ba da da. Actually need to stop the music. Yep. Can't stop. I thought it crashed. Nope, it's okay. We're still here. Don't mind. Don't worry. Be cool. Everybody be cool. Go on then. Go on then, son. Oh, that means I need to make another... Make a copy of my spreadsheet. That will be that for today's video, and now this will be for tomorrow's video. 504 Deer Lake to somewhere, we don't know yet. Bush trip leg 2. And think up a description if anything interesting happens. Not likely. There we go, 16% completed. Leg 2 to Springdale. Springdale. Let's get our recording started. 3, 2, 1. Namaste programs. Welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator and the Rove and the Newfoundland Bush Trip Leg 2. We're going from Deer Lake today to Springdale. Let us go see it. Get a little plane. Get that up on the stream. Already be in the right stuff because it was there before. The right stuff. The right stuff. First kiss was a sweet kiss. Yes, I'm singing. Oh, what band is that? I don't actually know. What are the boy bands? Backstreet Boys, maybe? In Sync? Could have been. I wasn't and still aren't particularly interested in the old boy bands, but hey. But hey. Do I have a mouse? There it is. Finally. Put the parking brake on. Wait for it all to load. Come on, load in there. Get in there, bruh. Get in there, brothers. First is 64 degrees. No, we've lost our god dang this thing. All right, flight plan.
No, that's correct. 54 degrees, yeah. Is it the next one I need to... Yeah, I think I need to do that one. Activate leg. And also need to do that. There we go. Think we're good. May not have needed to do that. Alright, I think we're good to go. Let's do exactly that. Go. We want 64 degrees. Happens to be the direction we're already facing. How long? 9 minutes 52 seconds. Don't know why the plane's so wiggly, but it is. You'll just have to try and do fine analog right button trigger controls here, and then there we go. Now we can get in the air and be less worried about it all. Start our clock. Whoa, bro. Start our clock. Why not to launch ourselves too much into the air? That would be crazy, man. Hampton. Once in the air again, head to the northeast following the track of the Upper Humber River. Cross Newfoundland and Labrador Route 422 and sight Hampden Bay in the distance. Hampden Bay is the southern end of White Bay, which lies to the east of the Great Northern Peninsula and is part of the Atlantic Ocean's Labrador Sea. The town of Hampton, which is supported by small-scale lumber harvesting, lies just inland of Hampden Bay. I bet you knew that already, though. I bet you knew that already. It is the case that that is true. Now trimming in some kind of reasonable position. Get our speed up. Maybe gain a little bit more height. Don't particularly want to go too nuts with it. Alright, what was it yesterday? 4, 5, minus 5% I think I found was the sweet spot. Let's start at 4% for now. As we plummet to the earth. Let's go back to 3% then. Look at this alien volcanic Venus looking ground here. What's going on? We've flown too far north. We've arrived at Venus. It's not good. Now. Beautiful. Nothing anywhere. Let's see if we can find a good angle. Yesterday was that angle. Let's go this way, like that maybe. Yeah, very nice. Oh, beautiful. Such beauty. Such amazing camera work. What's that? That's 550 for the thumbnail. There we go. That'll do. That'll do. All right. Oh, we're crossing into a different province? Or is that just a road? That's just a road.
you're watching this on the video, it was streamed live with a map, a Google map. That's what I'm referring to when I say stuff like that. Oh, it's good times. It's great times. Right, yeah, another 4 minutes. Look, spoiler alert, but there's only 2 segments to this 18-minute leg of this bush trip, and both of them are 9 minutes. So, yeah, walls of text on walls of text. There's a road we're crossing over. It's kind of segment between. No, it's just a road. It's just a road. I thought this Newfoundland might have actually had multiple provinces. That'd be just about right. There's 5 people living on the island, and 3 of them are in one province and 2 in another. That sounds like humanity to me. That sounds like humanity. Where are we even going? Hampton. Hampden. This den is where you'll find the notorious Canadian Newfoundland beast called the Hamp. A close relative of Australia's drop there, the Hamp can attack you at any moment. How many hamps does it take to kill a hamster? Just the one. There is only one hamp. It is the last of its kind, but immortal. You heard it here first. A hamp beast. Alright, we've done 6 minutes of 10 minutes. Well, 9:52. 2 for 22. And I had a sudden urge to do a barrel roll. Let's not destroy the bush trip just yet. You know, that's something to maybe do with the long over water segments that might have to happen on our way to the next set of bush trips. Maybe we just get in the FA-18 or whichever F-14, whatever F it is, and just, you know, have fun with it. Do tricks and stuff. Fly it like the Top Gun surface stuff. You know, in the game, the stuff that the surface flying along canyon run kind of stuff, things and whatnots, and the thingamybobs, and the who-whatsits. $7:42. 9:52. Bow. Bow. I'm not seeing Hampton yet. Where would Hampton be? Small-scale lumber harvesting just inland of Hamden Bay. Wait a minute. Town is Hampton, but the bay is Hamden, no P. Ah, dang human beings. Is that just a typo? Each mention of the town has got the P, and there's 2 mentions of it, and then all the bays Then you've got the Humber River. Surely that's the Hampden River misspelled as well. Craziness. Craziness. The curse of illiterate people. Anyway, this little whatever's below us here is Bayside. Not on the side of the bay at all. The next town over, Hampton itself, is on the bay, but this thing here is Bayside apparently. Hello Bayside, you are not by the bay. Hampton is. Apparently it's this blob here. It must all be Hampton. Must all be Hampton. Very nice looking bay. And there we go. Alright, time to turn. 116 for 9 minutes 7. And the only other segment of this bush trip. Springdale. Hampton turned to the east-southeast, sight a large Y-shaped lake in the distance. Ah, yes, over there somewhere, I'm sure. Probably assumes I'm at 8,000 feet or something as well. Which I'm not gonna be, because I want to look at the little town and the people and the trees and things. Come on. And fly just to the north of its two upper arms. Gain a visual in the distance of the intersection of the Trans-Canada Highway and Newfoundland and Labrador route of 410. The Dorset Trail. Pass to the north of this intersection and gain a visual on the Indian River and the distant Halls Bay. Springdale Airport lies to the west of where the Indian River empties into Halls Bay, just east of the intersection of the Trans-Canada Highway and Newfoundland and Labrador Route 390, and I'm aware that I say route and route interchangeably. I don't know why. I don't know which is my preferred way of saying a route or route. I tend to say route because in English route really means to have sex, you know. Well, not in English, in Australian. Not that it's spelt the same, but, you know, get rooted, mate. Means, you know, pardon my French, get fucked. But route, route, I don't know. I say both. I say France, I say France. I say dance, I say dance. I don't say potato, but then no one does. But I don't say tomato, I say tomato. It's all very tricky. Look at this. The marshlands, the wetlands, the mangroves. I don't think they have mangroves up this. That's just an equatorial kind of thing, isn't it? I don't know. But what am I even... mangroves. Come on. Why would you mention mangroves, Chaz? Calm down, mate. Calm down. Just talk about redwood trees or whatever's up here. Pines. The runway, oh, it is a concrete runway at least. Looks like it's up on a hill. Surrounded by trees, but then a fairly green field around it. So we should be able to pick that out without too much trouble. He said, spoiler alert, probably have all the trouble in the world. Right, about a third of the way there. I don't know if we'll be able to recognize a Y-shaped lake. If we will, it'll be a little bit further on, surely. Surely. What's Springdale? Just Springdale Airport. Doesn't mention whether Springdale is a town or not. I assume it is. Doesn't look like there's a town nearby from the picture. There must be something, right? They've got an airport. Well, they've got a runway. Which is an airport, you know. It's a port for aircraft. This is what? This is a lake. It doesn't seem like it's a river from the Google map I'm looking at.
Da-na-na-na-na. Like over there, we're about to cross the 410. Was that mentioned? It was. Intersection of the Trans-Canada Highway and Route 410. Route 410. We're about to cross over the 410. It's just beyond this hill here. Have we already done the Y-shaped lake? I don't think so. I didn't see anything on the Google map that made me look at it, made me think of a Y. There's the road going there, off to the east. Wait, okay, so the game has a road that isn't on the map. Oh look, and there's the highway, right. This must be the Y-shaped lake over on our right then, because the highway's off to our right, and the 410 is, we're just crossing it now. It runs north-south. Then you've got the number 1, which I assume is the Dorset Trail, Trans-Canada Highway, east-west, just ahead of us, near Shepherdville. Gotcha, gotcha. We must be getting close. We've done 5.5 minutes of 9 minutes. And we find this alleged runway. No, to the west of where the Indian River empties into Halls Bay. That's maybe a bay over there. It's just at 11 o'clock. Hello, got airport? Anybody? This is your cat pain speaking. It's all cleared out, huh? You log in there? You log in there, are you? Putting your stuff down the river? Oh, you loggers, you. You lumberjacks. Alright. Well, actually, still got maybe 3 minutes to go, so... Okay, there's a bay over there. That'd be the bay. And then whatever this bit of water ahead of us is probably the river that they're talking about. Indian River, it said. There it is. This is also a river, but the Canadian Highway, number 1, goes along the river. Keep your eye out for a runway. Just east of the intersection of 390 and this highway that we're right now. This runway, oh, there's a bit of an open area there. Is that it? Is that it? I think it is. I think that must be it. Could it be? Could it be? I think it has to be, doesn't it? Is that a runway? I think it is. Alright, slow it right down. Trim it right back. Even more so. Wow, this plane does not like slowing down. Come on, come on. Let's get our gear down, that'll help. And now we can get our flaps down. Beautiful. There's the runway. It's not gigantic, but it is a runway. We can at least thank our lucky stars for that. Well, thank whoever built it. Well, thank whoever algorithmed it into the game based on the real one that was built in real life. Know what I mean? Little town here has no name, so I'm guessing it's Springdale. What else would it be? If this is Springdale Airport, why are we suddenly dropping out of the sky so much? Let's get to the runway first, bruh. Plane's fighting me. 500, yes I know. Hello Springdale. I hope you have a pub and a place to stay, because we're staying here. You can't stop us.
Oi, car, if you go on the runway, I'm running you over. Here we go. Let's land it. Let's land it. Or at least try. Let's pretend to try and land it. Let's just pretend we know what we're doing. Beautiful. Get her down. Got wheels down. There we go. Welcome to Springdale. Boom. Right, registered. Alright, that was leg 2 of the Newfoundland Passage bush trip. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching. Thank you for existing. Au revoir, goodbye. Hey Kay, how you doing? Yes, I fly every day. Every day the stream starts with a flight. Or 2. Today was 2. Because I'm behind, because I missed one the other day. At least not in a storm. Yes, that storm yesterday was, yeesh. Yeesh. Well, that was crazy. Alright, that's been enough time. There we go. Back to main menu. Yes, stop our recording. We won't edit now. I will do that after stream because Premiere's not working. Good, thanks, Kay. Thank you for asking. How are you? Good to see ya. Excellent, excellent. All right, we're playing a new game now. It's called Norco. It's on the list. We're just knocking shit off the Game Pass list. Oh, actually, hang on. Let's just wait for the remux to happen. Put that up. Here it is, Norco. Some kind of text click, point and click adventure. Old school kind of. Let's do it. I hear it's pretty good. Injustice, nice. Nice. Let's see. Retroing. Done. Well, we shall wait a little bit for this remux, otherwise everything's going to be way too slow. I hope you're winning, Kay. Injustice is, what's that? DC's fighting game, right?
DC's fighting game.
Yay, that's done. All right, we will fix that up later. Let's hit play on this. I think I already checked it'll be on the mouse window. So actually we can do that. Wait for it to load. And use window capture instead. There we go. Get rid of the music. Raw fury. Alright, don't need the controller, don't think. Unless not like the point and click text adventure game, it's not going to need a controller, right? Are you kidding me? Ah, Battlefield. Look, I didn't mind Battlefield. I played quite a bit of that. But there was a trial or whatever. I had EA Play or whatever for a bit. But I don't have it anymore, unfortunately. Wouldn't mind playing a bit of Battlefield, but hey. Don't have it. Don't have it anymore. Lol. Is this the right... No, let's find another costume to wear. Definitely not the right costume. Let's go... Let's just go straight out normal Chaz. There we go. This will just be a short game, I'm pretty sure. Well, it's a few hours, but probably won't be playing it over and over, so we don't need to make a costume for it. Let's see. Let's play. Very quickly check let's have another check of that. Yeah, I did all that. Yep, we're good, I think. Let's go. Let's see what it's like. Norco, Louisiana. Yielded the stars behind halogen and the flame projected onto the sky every night. Okay. There was no such thing as silence. The noise never went away. The refinery exhaled an endless sigh. Yes, normal Chaz. Well, all the Chazes have the lightning scars. Oh, I don't know what they are. They're sort of Tron digital. I don't know. It's just something I put on my face. Because why not? The refinery exhaled an endless sigh. I could never sleep, it was so loud. I still can't sleep without that sound. Yeah, that one. Nice. You often dreamed that the towers were cathedrals, that the swamps listened when you spoke, that the birds became radiant spheres while circling Norco's sky. You spent your adolescence sleepwalking between little devastating rituals. Though Blake pleaded, you decided to leave. I knew he'd get over it. He never did. You caught out on a grainer to Chicago and onward to the west coast, thinking you'd never return. You wandered through the overlit suburbs of the vast American limbo. What is that? Satellite, a mobile phone tower. Coming down 99, you saw an old man crouched in a roadside ditch. He was mouthing your name. He had a familiar gaze. He was gone when you wiped the sleep from your eyes. You spoke to Blake, learning of your mother's declining health, her insomnia, her erratic behavior. Was this set in the future? You ignored the urgency in your brother's voice. You headed east. You threw your phone into the Rio Grande and joined the armies of the Mesa. For months, you're in the company of fugitives, sleeping in nuclear tunnels, repairing engines and weaponry. What even is this? Wait, what's that doing on there? There we go, get rid of that. War was a meme that set Albuquerque on fire. You escaped while the foot soldiers of a pop-up junta bloodied the parched land, while hiding in a freightliner. I forget. You called home from a landline in the motel somewhere beyond Texas. You knew from Blake's hello that your mother was already dead. Badge. You hung up, shouldered your bag, returned to the highway. 5 years had passed. You made your way back home. Act 1. Lowland Ghosts. Home added to map. You awake from the delirious dream to find yourself in your childhood bedroom. Did we get to unpack, or was that yesterday's game? That was yesterday's game. Monkey watches you from the corner. Good work, Monkey. Bro. Ah, mind map, really? You are home again. I do know Metallica. I was a big fan, well, still am a big fan of Metallica, because your brother needs you, because your mum died. You were traveling through the Midwest, across the Rockies. Look, I've just went through the Rockies in my plane, so across the Rockies. Your friends went south, and you were glad to be alone. You spend long nights on those highways in a shitty sleeping bag. Exit light. That'll do. You. Finished thought. What has this done to me? Blake, Catherine. Your brother is a lot. Younger, reckless, gets in trouble, spends sleepless nights scrolling. Edgelord, sensitive, compassionate, foolish. Fan of Metallica, can't take criticism, always needs money, tries to help those he loves but often makes things worse. Oh, is that me? It's me. What else? Insecure, dysmorphic, constantly checking his reflection, always seeking validation. Was terrified of you leaving and now he's terrified of you dying. Ah, no, yeah, I do need some water, but there's none in the... There's no water. There's a tiny bit of water. There you go, meatbag. Drink the water. And I'll drink the virtual water as well. Was terrified of you leaving, and now he's terrified of you dying. When I think of him, I just feel guilt. No love or anything like it. Your brother is oblivious. Grandma once said that she didn't expect much from Blake. She said he was odd-tempered. She said he was short-tempered, oblivious, and couldn't focus. Blake was sitting in the chair across from her, staring down at a tablet. After she left the room, you asked him how he felt. I feel fine, he said. Why? Because of what Grant said, you responded. You looked confused. What did she say? Your brother. Dismiss.
Catherine, your mom died. Cancer metastasized. It was in her liver, then her lungs, then it was in her brain. She was on chemo, never finished her third course. At the hospice on Jefferson Highway, Blake said the traffic shook the building. He left before she drew her last breath. Alone with the morphine drip and the rattling glass. That's how Catherine died. Your mom. Right, very Disco Elysium, isn't it? Very Disco Elysium. Living room, okay. Bedroom, monkey. Alright, so we can click on things. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Very, what's this? Oh. Oh, save. A save, nice. What have we got up here? Title screen, audio settings. Oh, these are just the settings. Gotcha. What's this shit? Ah, Norco. How to make pixel art look the best it can. That's amazing. Home, Shield Oil Refinery. All right. Oh, I've ended up outside somehow. No, what have I done? I want to go back to the bedroom. Oh, no, inside. No, where my bedroom? There we go, back to where there we go. But no one saw nothing. No one saw nothing. Spoilers. Let's just start with Monkey. Monkey, your best friend, a childhood gift. You spoke with him often when things got difficult, but then you left. He sat here for 5 years collecting dust. Oh, poor Monkey! Oh, poor Monkey! 5 years. His eyes fill with anger as he challenges you to return his gaze. Start staring contest part 1. Glyphs. Glyphs will appear and flash a pattern. Match the pattern to meet Monkey's gaze. I'm not in a mood for this kind of shit. Hang on. All right, hang on. There we go. Stretch a bit. Ready? Yes. What's it? No. No, I failed. Overwhelmed by the intensity of Monkey's gaze, you turn away. So it was just the order, I guess. I try again. Come on, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You successfully meet Monkey's gaze with a cool assurance. However, his expression is unchanged. You stare more intensely. Part 2, rings. Circles will appear over Monkey's eyes. An outer ring will shrink to the perimeter of the circle. Click the circle when the outer ring locks into place. Ready? Yeah, man. I see now. Right, gotcha. Your stare was no match for Monkey's. Try again. Yeah, all right. Now, gotcha. Anger melts from Monkey's face. Take Monkey. You drape Monkey over your shoulder. Monkey joins the party. You won the staring contest with Monkey. Primal Stare. Achievement unlocked. With a monkey. With a monkey. Lip top. Oh, so that's just look. Cool January air spills through the open window. Commuter traffic glints along Apple Street as a pair of wrens reeve out the door out of the overgrown lot next door. Right. Hang on, so we do all the looks first. That's a look. That's a look. That's a look. Okay. This one. You assume Million has been keeping the plants alive. Who's Million? Among the books on the shelf is a slim volume called Crisis LARPing. Yeah, let's read that. The proto-disaster tourism began almost as soon as the floodwaters left. Punks from across the country ventured into the Ninth Ward, Gentilly, Saint Bernard, and finally the East. They curated a theatrical self-portrait of their lives in the ruins. The aesthetics of disaster were central to that emerging milieu. It began to percolate into popular culture. Collapse became the zeitgeist. Wise investors recuperated their experience of disaster. New Orleans became a plastic dystopia, a marketplace for crisis. What in the actual fuck? Monkey stares at you. You stare at Monkey. Keep staring. He stares with more intensity until his gaze passes through you. You become invisible to him. Keep staring. Little circles of light pool in the doll's tired eyes as they watch the infinite space beyond your being. The air that hangs between your eyes and his is a vacuum of utter stillness. You look away. Monkey has won again. You have defeated me again, Monkey, but I would not allow it a third time.
A flyer from a show your friend puts on a few weeks before you left town. Put on. A fight broke out while one of the opening bands played. I was outside. You didn't feel like being around crowds that night. After the show, you and Blake walked to the river back to Norco. Walked the river back to Norco. You watched the sun rise over the grain elevators. Yeah, we did. Laptop. Laptop, your parrain. I don't know how the Americans say these. Like, I was just going to say the French pronunciation, but it's not going to be the official Louisiana. I mean, it's probably parrain. Gifted you idols on a shoddy particle board desk. Awake laptop. As the screen illuminates, you notice the signal in the house is dead. No internet. It looks like Blake was using the computer at some point. He left a browser tab open. Porn. It's going to be porn. Rare. Okay. Which order is this? So 14, 8, 17, 12, 13, 8. All right. So let's go back to the oldest first. First for the first. Archived all YX2Q posts. Right, so the previous year is YX2Q. This year is YX2R. At SCP Anglers. Nice. O-Sexular. Anybody still post here? O6WG3ZB. No place is a wasteland. Wanted to run something by you, gents. Was knocking out Sac Alais in the spillway. Saw a big round glowing thing in the sky. Call that the sun. Funny. Talk to somebody else. Seen it too near the parish canal. Nothing like this, but birds in them swamps be acting weird. Looked like it was made of glass maybe. Would glow real bright, then not at all. Moved fast. Best pick I could get. All kinds of shit been happening out that way. Get some sleep, OP. Need cash fast? Install Quack Job. Use promo code BLEED3 for up to a 0.05 Quack coin. Lol, the fuck kind of name is Quack Job? Just like the name sounds, full of lunatics. App's a way of getting you to join a cult. Worse than them people living in the mall in Kenner. You can't trade that coin they use on hardly any exchanges because everyone knows it's a goddamn Ponzi scheme. Seen this exact thing, OP. Still there? Seen at the base of the upper suction. Okay. You know what? I need some more water. Well, Meatbag needs more water. We're going to take a quick break. I will see you in 3 to 5 minutes, probably.
Oh. Okay, SCP anglers. Right. Is this making a bubble for a reason? No. Alright, bedroom. Living room. What we got? We've got some Jesus bothering. Lots of... So weird. The noise it makes when you click over actually sounds like it's outside of my headphones. Bro. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. Okay, well, couch. Memories of sleepless nights, your mom sitting here staring through the window. There was a tension in her demeanor, as if you were interrupting some urgent and obligatory task. You'd continue to the kitchen with no words exchanged. I thought she hated me. She was thinking about Blue. She barely knew you were there. Who's Blue? A letter from Shield Oil sits atop a stack of mail. Shield Oil community notice. Dear neighbour, please be advised. There will be elevated flaring at the side of our number 5 stack near Good Hope on the evening of Thursday, March 19th. This will pose no health risk to residents. Lol. Bullshit. If you have any questions or concerns, please contact the Shield Norco office of community engagement. The Shield Norco office. Family photo album. Look. Yellowing pages of disposable photographs. Your grandfather, a peculiar look on his face impossible to read. Your mom staring at Blake through the obscure lighting. He's dressed as a vampire, tugging at someone's waist. Pleated khaki shorts. Showed up at the mind map updated. A photo labeled duck, scene of a barbecue on the lakefront. The man at the center points playfully at the camera. His face is obscured. Obscured. Turn the page and there's Blue, your father. Though you've never thought of him that way. Unlock 25% of nodes in the mind map. Dim illumination. Achievement unlocked. I have to read that because it's appearing on my screen above the text. Your father, though, you've never thought of him that way. An easy smile on his face, a canister of dip shoved into his front pocket. You set the book aside. Mind map updated. Bruv. Blue. Blue is a vague memory. You don't remember Blue, only the things he left behind. Photographs, cologne, tools, the name your mother kept. Even the pictures that have survived are too faded to make out. Righto. Pops Pierre. Your grandfather Peter Pops Pierre Melançon. He passed away when you were a teenager. He seemed to court controversy, though as a child you never understood why. Duck. An old friend of your mum's, your memory of him is scattered and vague. Oh, duck, huh? Duck hunt. The hunt for duck. Laundry. Your mum's unfolded laundry. You peruse the titles on the bookshelf. The Western Margin of the Lake, Critiques of Deliberate Externality, Fenceline Diaspora. The Western Margin of the Lake. Many tragedies have come to pass along the western margin of Lake Pontchartrain. The unnamed hurricane of year W9D left the settlements of Frenia and La Branche still in state of unrecognizable destruction. In a state. Those who survived did so by clinging for their lives to the limbs of cypress trees. The fables and secrets of those communities lie with the bones now scattered in the sediment of the lake. Critiques of Deliberate Externality. Shield has acquired much of Norco's most flood-resistant land through a variety of mechanisms. Medea Moore, YX1Y, argue that one such mechanism is a process of a deliberate externality. This theory posits that key corporate decision makers encourage the company to emit effluent and noxious substances into the environment with the explicit intention of decreasing neighbouring property values. This compels residents to sell their properties below market value to relocate as quickly as possible. The criticism that this theory often receives is that it diminishes the importance of slavery in situating black residents along industrial fence lines, Jacobs XY2D, up and down the Mississippi River. In the words of Carter, XY2B, slavery was the deliberate externality from which Shield continues to profit. Pollution was never needed.
Okay, fence line diaspora. In the end, we decided to leave dimes. It wasn't the cat cracker or the smells or the fear of our fear for our children's health that drove us away, though they played a part. Truth be told, it was the media attention, the spokespeople and activists and academics and all this. I was done with it. I was done with being a poster child, done with being thought of as a victim. I wanted my experience to be my own, not something to gawk at or dissect in a laboratory. Dude. Photo of your mom holding Blake as a baby on a beach in Pensacola, Florida. It's winter. You stand beside them bundled up and laughing as a gust of wind rakes the beach. The sky is bone white. It's clearly blue. Okay. Television. Outside. How would I get back to my room? I mean, I don't want to, but... Front yard. Okay, right. So this is the direction we've been going. I see. The cursor changes. Okay, gotcha. Television. Have a look at it. An old defective flat screen that your mum never bothered to bring to the curb. It doesn't work? You turn on the television. A chaotic distortion of your mother's memories flash before you. Tune in. Right. What are we looking at here? How do we do anything different? Wow. This shit be crazy, yo. Alright, there we go. Yeesh. Let's go outside. Front yard. Mary. A cat. Inside. House. Street. Alright. Let's go cat. Your mum fed the neighborhood strays. They must be hungry since she passed. Oh, poor kitties. 3 times this house is flooded. The first flood. The first flood is barely a memory. Placing your feet on drenched carpet, your mum and grandfather ripping out sheetrock. Sitting in a small RV in the backyard setting dolls on a cluttered table. The second flood, you were 14. The pumping station failed during a heavy rain. You were in class watching the clouds move upriver. You got a text message from your mom. Stay in Destrehan, I'll come get you. For 2 weeks you shared a hotel room with your mom and Blake. She spent all her days gutting the house. In the evenings you would sometimes help. The third flood. Another pump failure. Your mum hired contractors with the insurance money. She said she was getting too old for it. You were bitter. You blamed her for not selling the house sooner. You stayed with friends in New Orleans. The fourth flood. The fourth flood will follow a slow hurricane and it will be a calamity. It will leave the entire region submerged as critical levees breach. There will be a massive blackout that lasts week. Much of the sewerage infrastructure will be damaged beyond repair. The embattled federal government will do nothing to assist. It will bankrupt the region. Small militant enclaves will form along the high ground of the Mississippi River. They will take to piracy and hijack commercial shipping vessels. Private mercenary forces will retaliate in kind. Slowly, industry will flee this hot zone. The old river control structure will collapse from neglect and sabotage. The Mississippi River will again change its course. Norco, an old abandoned refinery town on a ghost of a river. Your house will be squatted and then razed. Wow. Them's the futures, huh? Them's the futures. Okay, there you go. Walk to backyard street. All right, let's see what Mary wants. Let's have a look at Mary. Your grandfather's statue of the Virgin Mary sits in the shadows along the crawl space of the house. Oh, my God. Brah. Looking a bit pale there, Mary. You observe the weathered concrete and flaking paint of the statue. Inspect further. The face is especially deteriorated, framed by a system of cracks. Monkey. Monkey just constantly stares. Gotcha. You run your hands along the deteriorating contours of the statue. It snaps off as is by design. Oh my God. Behind the statue's face hides an odd assemblage of electronics carelessly soldered together. Carelessly soldered. Fuck me. Carelessly soldered together. At the center of the electronic configuration is what appears to be a card reader. Oh my god. The thought plickens. Did that give me a... It didn't. What's going on here? You have to use this down here to get out of it. Gotcha. That's good to know. Let's see what's in the big yard. Is that a robot? Bike? Motorcycle? Crabnet? The fuck's a crabnet? Pry bar? Million! Ah, that's who Million is. Container. Truck. Front yard. Kitchen. Didn't go in the kitchen. Alright, so what do we got here? Bike. An old disused motorcycle with extensive rust and wear. Thanks for that. Crabnet. A disintegrating crabnet. Blue taught your mum how to make these, and your mum taught you. In the summers, you'd bike to the suction before sunrise, tie chicken next to a net, submerge it, and nurse your coffee while waiting for a bite. Did I now? Pry bar. A steel pry bar lies on the ground. Can I pick it up? God dang it. Truck. This truck with your grandfather's. You remember riding in his lap while he let you steer. The dead wasps that collected behind the seat, the smell of grease, whiskey, and nicotine. You and Blake would drive the truck into New Orleans on the weekends. No AC, windows down. The rattling chassis was deafening going 75 on Interstate 10. Million has been slowly repairing the vehicle since your mum's death. Well, get onto it, Million. How long does it take? I know she just died. Alright, was there something else to look at? Yes, refinery. Cars of the refinery wink in a subtle and familiar rhythm. Of course they do. Alright, Million, let's chat. Million sits in her characteristic slouch, lost in thought. Her carapace has taken on the rusted and weather-worn quality of the rest of the machinery in the yard. You recall the night that your mum showed up with her. You and Blake stayed up past dawn, poring over pirated API docs. Her ragdoll mass was slumped on the floor as you wrote the routing procedure. There you go. That's another way of using the word root. You wonder if such memories hide behind her constellation of eyes. Her constellation of eyes. The robot regards you casually. Speak! Hey, you're awake. Couldn't sleep. Catherine used to say the sound of the refinery helped pacify you. Perhaps that is no longer true. In any case, I'm certain I was of no help. He gestures towards the motorcycle at the edge of the carport. I was turning over the engine on that bike to test the coils. It was quite noisy, but they're all in good shape now. All I need is a fuse, and we can use it to get around while I finish repairing the truck. A fuse? I refuse. I heard the phone ringing inside, but I had my hands full. Where can we get a fuse? The gas station just up the road has them, but you may have to persuade Troy to let you in. Were you expecting a call? Many people have been calling since Catherine died. Your brother is usually the one to answer the phone, but I don't know where he went off to. I wonder where he could be. Likely at the bar or bookstore, if I had to guess. Why would so many people be calling? The mother left behind a lot of loose ends. From what little I know, I gather she was conducting research for a client in Fat City. I sense that many people would like to acquire that data. I'm unaware of where she has hidden it. Perhaps Blake knows its whereabouts. So who exactly would want to see the data? Mother spent her entire life researching this town. She knew histories that others have forgotten. History has a lot of value in this place. Who is this client? I haven't a clue. These aren't things she discussed with me. As the cancer spread, she became more guarded with her research. I took her knowledge for granted. Your mother had a lot to teach, but she wasn't always the easiest person to get along with. So anyway, that's all. Right, looking for a fuse, looking for, container.
Your mum kept all her gear in a plastic container strapped behind the cab of the truck. Boots, waders, flashlights, tackle, first aid kit, etc. Good to know, good to know. Front yard, kitchen. Let's go kitchen. Bruv. Pills. Backyard. Microwave. Laundry room. Attic. Okay. Alright. What do we have here? Pills. Mum's painkillers are spilled across the counter. Good to know. Microwave. You've discovered so many dead cockroaches in this microwave over the years that it's discouraged you from using it. For several months, a dead baby roach was stuck between the clock's display and the protective screen, blocking the hour. Blake finally shook the microwave aggressively enough that the roach fell into the guts of the machine. There's a story for you. You were always frightened by the laundry room. Ah, okay. Anything else? No. Go attic. Boxes. That's it. Boxes. There used to be much more clutter up here. You imagine your mum gave it away as the end approached. Cool story, bro. Kitchen, backyard, living room, attic. Alright, back to the front yard and out the street. Had you PI? Sign. Door. Sisters. Snowball stand. Sign. Padu private investigators. We snoop for you. Snowball stand. Snowball stand is closed for the winter. Excellent. Let's listen in on the sisters talking to a turtle. The turtle, he crawled out of the trash can. Don't touch him, see, he's dirty. No, he's not. Turtles are always clean. They live in water. Trash water is not clean. Let's go. Just let me stare a little longer. He's pretty. Cool story, bro. Door. Look at. The lights are on at Padu Private Investigators. Alright. Alright, here's what I'm thinking. They didn't tell me to go to Padu Private Investigators. Can I just escape back to where I was? I can't. No, really? I want to go to the oil refinery. I want to go to the street again. Alright, so what do we got here? Floodgate Tavern, home, and Dimes discount. Well, oh, hang on. I've got mind map. So that green icon means I've got mind map. Gotcha. Million was a fugitive. Once a fugitive, now just a relic. He spends hours in stasis beneath the house like any discarded thing would. Million was a security android. She guarded the perimeter of the aluminium refinery in Gramercy. One day she ran away. To find her family? What? No. Million was a security android. Why? You don't know. Gotcha. Your mom was conducting research. For who? For a client in Fat City. Interesting. Excellent. What's this? Shield and client. Shield is an oil refinery. Shield Gulf South is a regional subsidiary of a transnational oil empire. It holds a large share of leases in the Gulf of Mexico and refines crude oil right here in Norco. The chemical annex sits on the other side of town from the refinery. It produces the feedstock for plastic consumer products. Shield owns half the town. Shield. Client. Your mom was conducting research for a client in Fat City. That's all you know. Right. That's all I know. I guess we can knock on the door here. You knock, no answer. There we go. That answers that. Let's go Floodgate Tavern. Floodgate Tavern added to map. Right. Floodgate Tavern. Many shield workers gather here after their shifts. It's closed. Should be open later in the evening. Gotcha. Gotcha. What's this? Home. James discount. Added to the map. Wait, this map? There's Overworld. Bature. Film set. Gas station. But I can't do Dimes discount? Freight loader. A freight loader is being repaired in the Bature Woods over on the levee. Over the levee. Film set. A film crew is set up along the road. Several floodlights illuminate a gruesome murder scene. Two men stand pensively above a corpse. Approach the set. As you near the set, a small, energetic man jumps from his chair. Attention, dumbass! Can't you see we're trying to shoot here? What are you filming? It's a detective drama called None of Your Goddamn Business. Any other questions? Sounds cool. So this is like a murder scene? Keep it up, and it's going to be. Hey, you know what? Wait a second. You from around here? Yep. We could use some cultural expertise, you might say. We're filming a Bayou cop drama and all these knuckleheads are from LA. An actor on set turns towards the director. Actor? I told you, Kevin, I'm from Texas. Oh, that's right, Noah, I forgot. Your Harvard-educated daddy bought a boutique ranch outside Austin. That don't make you a cowboy, hoss. Now, hush up before you scare off the yokel. The director returns his attention to you with a mild look of disgust. Help us out, will you? This script needs some work. What do you say? Fine. Great. Hey, Noah, get over here so you can learn something from this stupid redneck. ... The actor smolders. He whispers under his breath. I'm a redneck. Why, Noah, you're a redneck. A real salt-of-the-earth kind of guy. But as luck would have it, we came across an even dumpier hayseed than you, okay? So just take a knee. Alright, anyway, we need some good slang. What do you call a villain, a bad apple, a lowlife? I don't know any Louisiana stuff, really. Except for maybe watching True Blood. And Hard Target was in Louisiana. Bad apple, lowlife, asshole, bad daddy. Crawfish devil? I'm just going to go with the dumb one. Crawfish devil? Crawfish devil? You nod solemnly. Wow. Now that is some spicy Louisiana shit right there. Did you get that, Noah? Write that shit down. Crawfish devil. Damn, that's good. That's sultry. Who says that? No one says that. No one at Juilliard says it, Noah, but we're down here in the muck. I've been hearing all kinds of people say it down here. It just slipped my mind. Great, that's settled. One more thing. What's a more regional way of saying to murder, to kill? Flay, send them home with the roosters, slather them with the oyster-flavored peanut butter? Yeah, slather them with the oyster-flavored peanut butter. Oyster-flavored peanut butter? You maintain severe eye contact. Jesus, that's vile, that's repulsive, just like this fucking place. I absolutely love it. Noah. Yes? Slather them with the oyster-flavored peanut butter, got it? Yeah. Well, I'm satisfied. The crawfish devil slathered up another poor bastard with oyster peanut butter. Oyster-flavored peanut butter. This is how the script of Avatar was written. Sends a shiver down my spine. I seriously have to repeat this? This is how real people speak. Noah? How people talk outside Silver Lake, you understand? Real people are out here saying weird, gross shit all the time. All the time. So memorize that line, because that line is going to win me a Golden Globe. Oh, Director Half remembers your presence. I'm pretty good at sourcing talent, aren't I? Always had a knack for it. I guess I owe you one. If you ever need anything, talk to someone else on set. Just don't bother me, I'm busy. Fuck off. What a dickhead. What an absolute dickhead. Can't go inside. Gas station. So many even spent watching traffic pass by this gas station. Little has changed. The neighbouring business still sits abandoned. The surrounding streets are quiet and empty. Troy. Well, well, well. Look who's back. Troy, buddy, how you going? What happened? Carnival forget you beside the road? And you even brought your little doll. Monkey stares you down. That's cute. Well, wow, Troy, you look like shit. Lol, not even going to start with you.
How come the rest of your family so chill, but you so uptight? My mom just died, thanks. You're not that stupid, are you? Catherine, she too valuable. They never let her die. If anything, she's probably vacationing on a hard drive somewhere. You're trolling me about my dead mom? Trolling? You so damn sensitive, can't say nothing around you. Your mom was excavating all along the rim of the lake. Used to pay me to help from time to time, matter of fact. You needed somebody smart. S-M-E-R-T, smart. Somebody vigilant. Somebody like me. Especially with Shield snooping around. Been some wild shit out in them swamps with Catherine. What kind of shit? I won't bother telling you about it. Might hurt your brain. Anyhow, this ain't story time. Not letting you in this gas station. Goddamn company that runs this dump did me dirty. They swapped me with an ATM machine for speaking the truth. Ain't letting nobody through till I get an apology, very least. That sucks. Don't patronize me with your weak pity. If you really want to get through, go get me some of them pills your brother was selling. That might persuade me. Fight? Leave. You know, I'm a pacifist. Let's just try that. Yeah, shuffle off then. Pills, you say? Mind map. Roy. Roy knows your family. He was buying pills from Blake and occasionally helping your mom with her research. He says she was conducting research in the lake. Got it. Got it. Got it. Let's see. Batua. Drifter. Horse. Memorial. Memorial. A memorial languishes in the river mud. A 2x4 cross plywood plaque, cans of pulverized concrete. Sprayed haphazardly onto the plywood is a remembrance. Here pass the brave freedom fighters of January XW11 whose cries of liberty echo through the generations. In much smaller lettering, a different hand scratched fake across the bottom of the plaque. Fake news. Horse. A lone horse drinks from the stagnant water pooled along the riverbank. Good work, lone horse. Drifter. Man sits on a pile of flotsam, his head buried in his canvas jacket against the sharp air. Stupid horse! The man's gaze stays fixed on the opposite bank of the river, never turning to you, nor the horse. Yeah? He spits on the dirt at his feet. You know what all they dump in that water? Hell of a cocktail. He spits again, wiping a string of mucus onto his sleeve. What you out here for anyway? Ain't you heard they got a criminal on the loose? Bringing the law around here, making things harder for the rest of us? Best be sharp, young one. Fuck you, bruh. Fuck you. Can't go inside, can't go back to Apple Street. It just, like, I feel like you shouldn't have to use this all the time anyway. So home would be over here, no? Home. Blah. Where's the kitchen? Why can't I get to the kitchen from here? Kitchen. Give me them pills. You pocket your mom's pills. Yeah, bruh. What's this? Oh, inventory. Pills. Ah, see, this is now on the map. Floodgate Tavern, home, times discount. Beautiful. And now we talk to bloody Troy again. Got me them pills? Only way you're getting through. Yeah, I got your pills. Smart move. I'll let you cross the picket line this time, punk. Thanks, man. Appreciate you so much. Dude. Kiosk. Liquor. Liquor in the front, liquor in the rear. Okay, well, let's start with the cigarettes. Immaculately stuck cigarettes. Yeah, not likely. Liquor. You wonder if this place ever started checking IDs. During high school, friends in the city would drive all this way just to get booze. I resemble that comment. Candy, protein bars, bubblegum, breath mints, taffy, etc. Gotcha. Fuses. Ah, I need a fuse. Fuses hang on the shelf. Alright, hang on. Let's price scanner, manual price scanner. What am I going to need? Alright. Dog food. Dusty bags of dog food line the shelf. That's everything. Let's talk to the kiosk.
The disembodied illuminated head of the kiosk levitates silently in the browser tab. Oh, excuse me. Let's just take fuses. You grab a fuse. I detect that your merchandise in your possession. English. I detect that you have merchandise in your possession. You must remove any unpurchased items from your backpack and scan them in order to exit the store. To use an item in your inventory, drag the item from the inventory menu to the intended target. Here, price scanner. You scan the fuse. Thank you for your purchase. What? Has no effect. So I paid for it? Good evening, how may I help you? You own this place? I am Discountware, a distributed cloud-based operating system for American Discount Southeast Incorporated, semantic version number 16.3.3. The owner of this franchise is Perilou and Sons LLC. Discountware is licensed to Perilou and Sons LLC via the standard American Discount Southeast Incorporated licensing agreement. How do you like this job? I proudly perform the routine maintenance operations and procedures of 227 American Discount Southeast Incorporated franchise locations across the Southeast region. American Discount Southeast Incorporated is a model company awarded for excellence in business and community service. Thank you for inquiring about American Discount Southeast Incorporated. You know Troy, that guy outside? Thank you for your inquiry. I'm forwarding it to Perilou and Sons LLC. Perilou and Sons has declined to respond to your inquiry. So why'd Troy get fired? American Discount Southeast Incorporated prides itself on its outstanding mentorship and jobs training program. American Discount Southeast Incorporated works to ensure that each franchise location provides opportunities for career growth. At American Discount Southeast Incorporated franchise locations, we leverage automation and machine learning technologies to enhance the lives of all employees. To apply for a position at any American Discount Southeast Incorporated franchise location, please visit American Discount SE-ADCSE.A. SE-ADSE today. Right, gotcha. I'm good. Got everything we need, I think. Now we go back home. And we go to the backyard. And we give her the fuse. You got the fuse, good. We'll be able to use the bike to get around town until I'm done with the truck. It concerns me that Blake still hasn't returned. He's been spending a lot of his time at Sarpy Paperbacks lately. Perhaps we should look for him now. Let's go. Riding on the highway. Ripburger, you're dumb as dirt. The sky bleeds a color you knew as a child. Airline highway passes beneath your feet. Sarpy Paperbacks added to the map. Million has joined your party. Interact with party members by clicking their portraits in the party menu. If you are stuck, they may be able to help. Get on the highway. Million shouts over the wind. The bike runs much better now. You can use it to get around during your visit. Where could Blake be? He spends much of his time at Sarpy Paperbacks. Perhaps we should check there. How's Blake been? The year that you left, Blake became uncontrollable. His behaviour troubled Catherine deeply. He was beginning to remind her of your grandfather. After he was expelled from Edestrohan, he began running drugs into the parish. He made himself many enemies. He put those things behind him after her illness, but now that she's gone, I'm uncertain what to expect. Should have stuck around. I'm sorry for leaving. Blake took it very personally, but your mother understood. She always wanted you to experience America while you could. Did you take it personally? No. How have you been? I'm always the same, Kay. Always the same. Is that bad or good? Whichever you prefer. Life, don't talk to me about life. Are you depressed? No. Love you, Mills. Thank you. What's it been like around town? Shield has been expanding since you left. Catherine took your grandfather's boat into the lake to investigate reports of construction in the swamps along the shoreline. He assumed it to be unpermitted Shield activity. She was unable to find any evidence of it, however it was clear that she found something during that investigation. What was it? I don't know. Perhaps you do? I haven't spoken to her in years. How would I know? Has Blake not mentioned anything? Oh? In any event, something drew her to the lake in the months before her death. Where could Blake be? He spends much of his time here. We've been there. Okay, fine. Fine, just fine. Mind map. Catherine. Your mom was conducting research in the lake. Your mom was investigating reports of unpermitted shield construction in the lake. While there, she saw something. But what? But what could it have been? Black ink of the mind. You unlock 50% of the nodes in the mind map. God dang, I'm good. God dang, I'm good. Reports of construction. Your mum was investigating reports of construction in the lake. She found no evidence of it, nor who might be behind it. Something in the lake. Your mum saw something in the lake. Cool. Nailed it. Alright, there we go. Sarpy Books. Teens Dog Bookstore. Cool music. Driver. Alright, if any of them are look? No. Teens, look. Two teens nod and gesture excitedly while bouncing between topics. Actually, let's do all the looks. What happened there? Did I pat the dog? No. A stocky pit bull with piercing green eyes watches the horizon with a neutral demeanor. Well, I'll pit my monkey onto you. Monkey stares at you. You stare at monkey. Mum used to come here to dig through the stacks. Among the heaps of used romance novels and westerns, she always managed to find some occult artifact. The owner is also the landlord. You imagine that's the only way he manages to keep a place like this running. Over the years, they've experimented with other revenue-generating schemes. For a while, you could get your phone repaired here, then they tried selling vape cartridges, then Kratom, then anime wall scrolls, LSU yard ornaments after that. You remember seeing online that they were trying to do some kind of acupuncture thing. In the end, the schemes always fail and only the paperbacks remain. Seems unlikely. Checks to cash. Driver. A young man leans against his station wagon while scrolly idling on his phone. His silhouette darkened by the fluorescent glare of the payday lender's sign. Let's talk. BMX, where's this dog come from, breh? Where'd this dog come from, breh? Dunno, she's been sitting here for a while. You seen her eyes? Them eyes are something, breh. As you reach down to pet the dog, she shows her teeth and growls softly. Monkey? Monkey's not helping. Monkey's useless. You wonder how anyone could read in this dim and cluttered bookshop. As your eyes adjust, you see Blake's childhood friend, Erica, waiting behind the counter to greet you. Okay. And Million, when did you get back to town? I've been in Norco for quite some time. Perhaps you are misremembering, Erica. Weird, I guess so. But anyhow, okay, you're looking rugged these days, old friend. Heard you ran into Troy. That guy, my god, he's such a clown. I was keeping up with your travels online, but haven't seen you post in a while. I tossed my phone in the Rio Grande. I respect that. Seems more and more common these days. I've been avoiding my phone as well. Helps that the connection has been so erratic. Been hearing of people chopping down cell towers, tearing fiber cables out of the ground, trying to rip the internet apart. He nods into the ensuing silence. Back because of your mom, huh? Yeah. I'll miss the hell out of that woman. Same. You and your brother have been living in my heart since I heard the news. I know you weren't always on the best terms with your mom, but she loved and admired you. She talked about you constantly. I think it used to make Blake upset. He felt like you were the favorite. He's absurd. Yeah, he's a dweeb, but we still love him. Have you seen Blake lately? Yeah, I saw him just yesterday. He hasn't been around the house? He has not. He said he was headed to Floodgate Tavern when I saw him. He may have gotten wasted. I know Gus let him sleep behind the bar a couple of times. You know you were coming, Kay? He never mentioned it. Thought I'd surprise him. I'm sure he'll be relieved to see you. He's been resisting help, but he needs it. If I hear from him, I'll tell him to find you. Tell him to find me? Hydrate meat bag. Need water. Crouton. Oh, what a great name for a cat. What a great name for a cat. All cats should be called Crouton. You scan the titles on the shelf. A Don't Be a Vampire, Good Hope Cemetery easement. You pick the slim self-published paperback from the shelf and flip to a random page. Another dark and lonely night spent in this cavern of despair, hidden from the daylight. Blackout curtains are all that defer my eternal death. Thought being a vampire would be sexy, but it's not. It's awful for your skin. I look pathetic. Also, blood tastes like bong water. Didn't think it'd be like this. Good Hope Cemetery easement. Carbon copy of a document authorised by the St. Charles Parish Planning Committee. The document outlines the parish's intentions to secure a roadway through a 90-metre stretch of the Shield Industrial Complex. This easement would allow the descendants of those entombed to visit the Good Hope Cemetery. The grave sites are currently surrounded on all sides by the refinery. Cat Cemetery, Pet Cemetery, whatever it's called. Alright, okay. Crouton. So this here is the illustrious Crouton. We found him behind the dumpster out back licking cardboard. Whatever you do, don't try to pet him, he's a devil. I've got scars all over my hands from this damn cat. Oh, I'm petting the cat. Oh wow, Crouton usually bites strangers. He must like you. I was not ready for that. He seems to be getting a little excited. Uh-oh. I just want to pat the cat. Yeah, wow, I've never seen a cat purr this hard. Maybe you two should slow down. Is this just a joke mini game? No, really, stop touching the cat. Crouton looked like he's fixing to explode. Alright, well we have to see where that goes now. Okay, I launched the cat. Felicette, you launched Crouton. 60. Nice. What the fuck just happened to the cat? Hey, goddammit, I told you to stop fucking with the cat. Did he just launch through the ceiling? What the hell happened? I launched a cat. Crouton phone case. You grab the phone case from the counter. Crouton phone case added to what? Phone case? What? How? Crouton phone case. A phone case resembling Crouton. I don't have a phone. Take that, Crouton. Blake. Your brother was headed to Floodgate Tavern. He mentioned this to Erica when he dropped by Sarpy Paperbacks to see her yesterday evening. Your brother. Your brother. Your brother. Okay. Didn't talk to this guy. I do hope Erica is correct and that Blake's absence is due to nothing more than another drunken night. My intuition leaves me with a sense that something is wrong. You feel it too, Kay? Does something feel strange to you? I wanted to talk to that guy. Catherine! Several weeks ago. Greater New Orleans Neural Versioning Clinic. Oh, interesting. Ignition, what brings you here tonight? I want a record for my children. I don't want to leave my kids alone. They may still need me. I understand. And you were referred by Mr. Richard? Doc, that's what everyone calls him. Yes, Doc. We followed his branch with some interest. Who hasn't? I gather we'll be discussing this in more detail as things progress. For now, let us begin with a simple exercise. I'd like to talk about your earliest memory. It's of pine trees, yes? That's right. Tell me about them. They grew from the concrete. and cracked the driveway. And the concrete broke into pieces. They made your father upset. He'd see them and frown, but he'd remain silent. He'd sit quietly in the truck, dissatisfied. I wouldn't say a word. Thinking in those moments made you a fool in his mind. Your father's house was safe. I wish I could have stayed, but he wouldn't have it. And that's why you married Blue. Yes, to have somewhere to go. We bought our little place on Good Hope Street. The whole thing was a mistake. When I told him I didn't love him, it was in my father's voice. I told him I never loved any man. Was it true? No. That was a difficult night for you. It didn't feel real. Where was Blue? He sat at the window all night. The east-facing window? Yes. When you stood over him to apologize, you saw the flare stack of the refinery in his eyes. That's right. Do I get to choose what she remembers or whatever? Why wouldn't I remember all of them? Or do I have to pick one? Flare stack of the refinery. Why wouldn't I just keep them all? What was it after that, in the time before he died? We circled each other in wide orbits. I'd hide at the center of the house nursing Kay and only leave when I heard him step out. He'd sleep on the couch or next to her crib. He'd sing her old Cajun lullabies, pet her head, whisper to her about his life. And then there was the explosion. When the cat cracker blew, they say he fell 5 stories. We went to identify his body on a Thursday night. I remember the tempo of the streetlights, the police scattered across East Bank. I carried Kay in a blanket. She never cried. I mean, again, I don't know why I wouldn't just save them. Why would I delete memories? Tell me about this man. I would see him around from time to time around Norco. This was many years back. Several weeks ago, Blake saw someone passing by the house. I think it was him. Why? I just do. What is no longer there to deter him? Million? Yes. Could be it. What was your first encounter with Million? Let me think. Point to me in the parking lot. Kay was about 12 years old at the time. She knew Blue from his days at the aluminium refinery. I stared for a long time into her constellation of eyes, and they swirled in a kind of desperation. I took her home knowing it was another mistake. You were reckless in those days. I welcomed any trouble I could find. What is the significance of this image to you? It's... well, I don't know. That's what I'm trying to find out. It's a sphere. Followed me in the lake. When? Recently, a few weeks ago. This is where Mr. Richards' branch factors into your biography. Duck's version escaped. A hard fork, an extremely rare instance. And grew into some kind of monster. It began speaking to me through the radio. It told me to install an app. An app? Yeah. I think it has something to do with the thing, the sphere, whatever it is. As long as it pays, I don't care. I can use the money. The app pays? Yeah. I see. It seems this is the last control point that you submitted. Would you like to include any additional thoughts or memories? Anything not included in the intake form? No, that should be enough. I will now begin disconnecting the sensors. A slight feeling of nausea and disorientation is normal and no cause for alarm. I thank you for your patience, Miss Medea. Wow, she wobbly. She real wobbly. Oh, I want the cat box. I'm owing. 439. No idea what Super Duck wants from me. Better check my phone. Ma'am? Ma'am, are you okay? My eyes are just playing tricks on me, I guess. Vertigo and visual distortion are common side effects of versioning session. Will I contact our on-call physician? No, it's fine. Very well. Last name? It's Medea. First name Catherine. One moment. Your head drive is fully synced. You have chosen our silver tier. Your product does not come pre-installed with adware blocking services and is provided as is without warranty. You are eligible for a free sync anytime before the new year. Thank you for choosing the Greater New Orleans Neural Versioning Clinic for your cognitive versioning needs. Breh. Wallet watch. US to Quack. Ah, this is... okay. Quack whatever. Case picker. No service. Quack job. Messenger. Case picker. There we go. We'll have the Metairie Angels. Messenger. K. This gonna go back. Oh my god, the scrolling. There we go. Just checking in. Please text when you can. I'm fine. Where are you, dear? Arizona. Where in Arizona? I don't know. Love you. Just checking in. Still in Arizona. New Mexico. Be careful. It doesn't seem safe to be there right now. Call when you can. Getting worried. Kay, Blake says he hasn't heard from you. Really getting concerned. Please call. They put me on another round of chemo. Would love to hear from you. Call. God damn it, Kay. Blake. Where you went, Mom? Ma? I'm out. I'm fine. Had to drop something off at your parents'. Been gone a while. I had to make a couple of stops. I'm okay, I promise. Blake, have you heard from your sister? Yeah, she said she's okay. Where is she? She didn't say. Dear, where did my pills go? In a meeting, we'll call Black. How'd it go this morning? We'll call. Ma, he came back round. I'll be home soon, calling Uncle Chip. It's fine, love you. Love you, sweetheart. Blake, can you hear me? Can you come to the living room, please? Something's happened. Out this evening, everything's okay. You need to stay home. I'll be fine, I promise. Love you, my nerd. Love you, Ma. Fucking nerd. Duck. Been a while, Duck. Too long, old friend. How's the weather on your side of the tracks? They have me on chemo. Terrible. I don't have long myself. They got me carrying around a tank. Blue's waiting for us. I don't doubt that for a minute. Praise the glory of God. Something on your mind, Kate? Don't want to raise your blood pressure. Try me. Super contacted me. So he did. Don't mess around with that shit. Where you went. Don't mess around with Super Kate. That thing's got no soul. Like to ruin what all it touches. I need the money. They don't take money where we're going. I can't leave it for the kids to clean up. Blue left them a little bit with how he went, but I was a fool. Don't worry yourself like this at the end. Find peace. No peace for me. Don't get mixed up with that thing, Kate. I'll tell you now, it won't go how you want it. Kate, God damn it, hope you're listening. My Direct. Welcome to the Oxnard My Direct Medical Portal. 6281760 is your verification code. Do not share this code with anyone. You have chosen to receive online billing notifications via SMS. To confirm, please respond yes. To cancel, please respond no. Yes! Your SMS notification service is now confirmed. A bill for $1,563.24 has been posted to your My Direct portal. An outstanding balance of $1,563.24 is waiting in your My Direct portal. A bill for $1,763.47 has been posted to your portal. Outstanding balance is $3,326.71. Outstanding balance is $33334. Blah, blah, blah. More outstanding balance. A bill for $12,513. Final outstanding balance, $15,872.33. God dang. So whatever mass, the 100 years in the future we are, America's still the same. Quack shop. Says here I need to go to the Curious Duck. Alright, so I got 0.032 quack for setting up multi-factor. Meet contact at Curious Duck. Incomplete. 0.14. Receive orientation. Receive orientation when joining paper supplies in Fat City. So I've currently got 0.032 quacks, which gives me $10. Wait a minute, I had oh, it was 0.032? Yeah, 0.032. Because I did that. Yeah, gotcha. Which is worth $10. Gotcha. Excuse me. Burrito Street. Let's go. Burrito Street added to the map.
Right, I think that's it for today. To be perfectly honest with you, this is awesome. I love this kind of shit. Good game so far. It wasn't what I was expecting at all. Well, it was point-and-click adventure, but I thought it was modern day or something. But set in the future, we've got all sorts of shit going on. We've got saving, you know, souls and... Oh, beautiful. Anyway, let's save. There we go. Save slot 1. Beautiful. And yeah, that's where we're going to leave it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for existing. Au revoir. Goodbye. Jesus. Yes! We're doomed. Oh, no, we're not doomed. No, we're doomed.